half a year ago, 3/4 of a year ago, didn't have these pictures. And in the basement of this house, there was this, 40-plus-year-old mechanech who was coming to America every month for 6 months. And he was staying down in the basement as he was trying to develop this dream of opening a new yeshiva in Eretz Yisrael. So to be standing here in the same home where the dream was being developed and the trips to yeshivas across the New York tri-state area into Toronto to Baltimore, and to really be able to stand here and sit here today together with such yedidim, chaverim, the board members, the founding board members that are here in this room right now, and the parent body, to really be able to celebrate and say that Baruch Shechiyanu v'kimonu v'yanu lazman hazeh. It's real. It's begun. Limud HaTorah is happening in Har Nof, Chov Katznel building 53. When you get to 53, you have to make a left and go to the bus stop and go up the steps. And this Makam Torah is flourishing, and this Makam Torah has such an unbelievable future. I don't like to use superficial words in the way people talk about things in a surface way, but just for the sake of expressing it, to say it's an up-and-coming yeshiva, this is the next big yeshiva, those are words that I don't want to cheapen what's taking place, but the emes is, and the parents of the yeshiva that are here now, the Hakaras HaTorah that I say to you and to the board, to believe in what we can do, b'siyata d'shmaya. It's happening, it's real, and to be here in this house, it's really the appropriate place to celebrate and to show Hakaras HaTorah to the Eibishter for what's happened up until now, and to say, Adarabba, the Eibishter has shown us that it's possible in a few short months to go from nothing and just talking about what can be, to have a real mitzius of a yeshiva. And Adarabba, let's continue to mechazek each other, the parents, the board members, friends, and family, to say there's a Makam Torah that is only going to continue to grow. The Olam's talking about it, there's real talk about it. The biggest nachas I can get is when someone says to me, and this happened literally as I was on my way out a week ago to fly, and one of the decisions that we made, which was the last minute decision, but something that was on my mind, Ramesh Aaron Friedman Shlitler, one of the Magid Yishurim, the Shivas Mir, would come to speak on a Friday morning. We have a Friday morning learning program that we started every single week to bring in. Rabbi Avi was there one Friday, Rabbi Aaron was there one Friday. Is Ali still here? No. And Ramesh Aaron Friedman, one of the Magid Yishurim, he'd come to speak, and I said, this is someone that I want the Bachrim to have a shaykhus with. If I can't have him as a Magid Shir day to day, but to bring in a Talmud Chacham who was just oozing with, literally, you press a button, he just says, give over something anywhere in Shas, and his cheshek and his slavas and his geshmak and learning. That's what we want the Bachram to see. It's not about building a yeshiva that's the place to be because it has a certain flair to it. The flair it'll have. But more than anything, we want these crucial years, these pivotal years, when we're trying to give over to Bachram, a she'ifa, hasagas, for what it means to be a Ben Torah, what it means to become a Talmud Chacham. They need to see Talmidei Chachamim, that all that matters to Limud HaTorah. And then from that person to be able to take in and to talk and to see their midas and to see their anhagas and how they live their life. And this is something that just as the yeshiva, the rush of everything taking place, to know, and literally as I was getting on the plane, I told Ramesh Aaron he's going to start this week, and I'm hearing back from Eretz Yisrael, the Olam is enjoying, the Mamash enjoying, the Chapping around, they're talking to him and learning, they're schmoozing with him. This is the style of the yeshiva that's being built, and the Eibishter should give us siyata d'shmaya together. I say it as because it's the emes, the Hakaras HaTorah, without singling out names of all the board members. It lo muvan me'elav, as we say. But it was a year ago, mamish around now, my first trip in. But the trip came because a few close chaverim said, Simcha, there's a need for yeshiva, let's do it. And I said, it sounds good to say that, but is there really a need? And I came in, spent 2.5 weeks, we went around, and slowly but surely we saw, yes, there's a need. How are we going to build it? What's the concept? And we spoke, and we traveled, and we did our ishtadlus, and Baruch Hashem, we're here. So to all of you, I say, Asher Koyach, Hakaras HaTorah, that we can do this together. To the parents that believed in this, it's not an easy thing to send your son 6,000 miles away to a new yeshiva when it's only 24 boys. Now it's 25, Baruch Hashem. It's not easy. It's not easy when their friends are in yeshivas with 100, 200, 250. It's not easy to have Shabbos and to only have 15 there, as opposed to in yeshiva there could be 100. But as I say to some of the parents, we talk about this all the time, these are the growing pains. This is what it means to be part of building a new Makam Torah. And it's a schus. It's a schus, and it's something that we'll look back and say, we remember that first year when we had those challenges, and afal peaking the Bachim steigt, and what they're going to get from that first year as they continue their life. They can be building a family, being part of a community, and that kayach, that ability, that threshold that they developed to be able to steig despite the fact that it wasn't necessarily, the script of what everyone else would have had. Afal peaking they steig, that's the growth that we're hoping is going to happen. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give us yata d'shmaya to continue Avodas HaKadosh together. I thank each and every one of you for coming. Those that are not parents or board members to come, that have shown interest. Let's be mechazek this Makam Torah together. It's my schus to be able to be the one on the ground over there, to be able to be the one that's facilitating it. But I look at it as a partnership with all of you. The Eibusher should give us siyata d'shmaya. And this dream that has already started to come to fruition and is real, Kadosh Baruch Hu should give us the koyach to continue to expand and expand, and know that this expansion of the dream, the siyata d'shmaya, is going to stay grounded on the foundations of what the yeshiva is all about, to make sure that we're instilling the bachrim with emistika avas haTorah, keeping their feet on the ground, not allowing flair and hype and trend to take front stage and center stage what's happening, and make sure the bachrim understand that we're here to do Avodas Hashem, to learn the Eibusher's Torah, to prepare ourselves for life. The Kadosh Baruch Hu should give me the siyata d'shmaya together with the Rebbeim, and we look forward to continuing to build and partner together in this Makam Torah. Thank you.